Welcome to the Horror Movie Showdown, episode 77. A few episodes back, I promised you that I would finish off my reviews of the Evil Dead trilogy with a review of the Evil Dead remake. So here we go. According to the director Fede Alvarez, today's movie takes place 30 years after the original. And it kind of does, but it also mostly doesn't. The remake starts out way darker than the original, with some deformed mountain men catching a cute girl out in the forest, and then they bring her back to some sort of witch who reads from an old book. The atmosphere is super dark and kind of feels like that cabin scene from Wrong Turn. But we quickly find out that the girl's dad is behind the capture. Ooh, what a relief! Or not, as the movie gets even darker, as it turns out that the girl killed her own mother.
Mommy's dead, baby. You know that.
And that the only way to get rid of the demon who has possessed her is with fire.
You're so loud, you pathetic fuck!
Wow, now we recognize those Evil Dead bastards. I'm pretty sure that one of the goals of the people who made this remake was to live up to the scariness of the first Evil Dead movie, which is often referred to as one of the scariest movies of all time. But let's get back to the plot. If you have watched my reviews of the trilogy, you should know the plot by now. A group of friends go to a spooky cabin deep in the woods, but this time around the settings are slightly more idyllic. And it turns out that they're all there to help Mia through a cold turkey to kick her heroin addiction. After years of absence, her brother David also shows up. This time the cabin is an old family cabin, and it awakens old memories of their brother-sister relationship. It seems the sister was left behind with their dying and insane mother, while the brother was off to work in the big city. Could this be the situation that got Mia into drugs? Probably. Soon the night crawls in and it starts to rain. This is also when Mia starts to show her first cold turkey symptoms, as she smells death all over. But no one believes in her heightened senses, until blood is revealed under the carpet. This lack of faith in Mia will become a reoccurring theme throughout the entire movie. Anyways, the basement is filled with dead animals, and we also find out that this is where the girl from the start of the movie was burned to death. Soon they also find the Necronomicon, and though it is wrapped in barbed wire and filled with explicit warnings, one of the guys lets his curiosity get the best of him, and soon he starts reading passages out loud. And we all know this is a horrible idea.
Kunda.
What an idiot! Right after, Mia starts seeing people in the woods and wants to leave. But again her friends don't believe her, as they think it is just an excuse to get out of there. But still Mia manages to escape, and well, that is just until she crashes the car. Just like in Evil Dead 2, Mia is chased through the forest by an evil spirit. And the remake's cameramen have been pretty good at recreating the motions of the original trilogy. What makes this movie extra creepy is its realistic tone, which is in stark contrast to the dreamy tone of the original movies. Ouch! It looks like we're in for another tree rape scene. Though Sam Raimi has said that he regretted putting the rape scene in the original movie. A bit later the friends find Mia out in the forest and bring her back into the cabin. Again they don't believe in her stories and they claim it is all in her mind. They really are the best of friends. In the middle of Mia's panic attack, her brother even decides to leave her by herself.
Feel better tomorrow, okay?
No.
I thought everyone went there to support her. Apparently not. Hopefully this Eric guy will soon start believing in Mia, as all the stories she has been telling are also depicted in the book. Even this terrible scene where Mia is showering in boiling water. He should do something. But instead the Evil Dead does all the hard work, and Mia goes totally apeshit, and her friends are forced to push her into the basement, such that we can get a reenactment of that classic basement scene. Finally, Eric starts realizing what is really happening.
I don't think a tranquilizer's gonna do shit. Cause I don't think we're dealing with a friggin' panic attack here. I'm scared that what's happening to Mia has something to do with the fucking witchcraft in the basement.
And he goes to check on one of the girls.
Olivia?
I'm not sure I would be turning on the lights in that room.
Are you okay?
No, she's not okay. Ah shit, that is so nasty. But I guess he kind of deserves it after reading from the book. From here on, the friends get isolated one by one and the demons start doing their stuff.
I'm gonna come down there, okay?
No, why would you go down there after all that has just happened? Despite getting stabbed in the eye, Eric starts becoming the voice of reason and he even tries to burn the book. But unfortunately it is covered in some kind of fireproof nano cover.
It does not fucking burn.
Everyone around Eric, however, remains idiots, especially the brother.
What about those dead cats down in the basement? I mean, maybe they had some disease. I mean, some virus that it spread to Mia, and then she passed it to Olivia when she puked all over her face.
You serious?
Next, one of the girls has her hand possessed in yet another scene that makes me argue that this is a remake. This time the hand cut off scene is way more crazy and bloody. And though the brother sees it, he keeps saying everything is gonna be fine.
I promise that everything's gonna be fine.
One girl cut off her own face, one cut off her arm, while your sister has turned into a demon. Everything is not gonna be okay. To get to the bottom of all this, one solution is of course bodily dismemberment. But before this plan is executed, Eric gets another brutal round of torturing. At several points in the movie it feels like they borrowed great scenes from other horror movies, like this scene from Final Destination 3. The movie just keeps getting more and more gory, and it is done so well. Before leaving the cabin, the brother David tries to let Eric free using fire. But as the big idiot he is, he keeps getting tricked by the demons. Despite being a complete idiot throughout the entire movie, he somehow ends up being the hero, as he sacrifices himself, though he could easily have shot the gasoline can through the door. What an idiot hero! As we have reached the end of the movie, let's get to the scoreboard. The movie has 6 insanely brutal, bloody and awesome kills.
I can smell your filthy soul.
That may be true, but the movie has no nudity at all. It gets a nudity score of 1. The remake is gory and nasty and it will make you look away from the scene on several occasions. But it is more gory than it is scary. But it is still scary enough to get a scariness score of 7, just like the original. Overall, I quite enjoyed the movie, though it surely has its weaknesses. I think the pacing is a bit off in the final half of the movie, and I think that several characters make incredibly stupid decisions towards the end, like hiding under a car and in a cave with no way to escape. But I think the movie really succeeds in being a modern take on the original. I quite enjoyed all the little nods to the original movie, like the amulet, the road being closed, but this time due to a flood, the clock, the reference to the original movie poster, the pit scene from Army of Darkness, the medallion formed like a skull, and so on. The movie gets an overall score of 7. After watching this movie I feel really bad, so I will go to my mom to get a bit of comfort.
I know Mother hates you now. And she waits for you in hell.
No! I hope you guys will give me a bit of comfort in the comments too. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you later.